Hey everybody, Sharon Conti here. Val Nasser's behind the camera today, and we are surrounded by technology. In case you haven't noticed, we are logged into the hub on multiple devices here in Val's kitchen. So our goal today is to help everybody be able to better find your neighbors, friends, newcomers that you meet at an event. And how do you do that? Most of us go into the hub to see if we can find their phone number, email, or just general address. And as you can see over here on my laptop, a lot of people in the neighborhood are showing up just as this, as Mr. Del Weber, who lives in Davenport, Florida. And why is that happening? Well, it's happening because when our new website dumped in all the data from our old website, it did not carry over all of the particulars. It instead defaulted to a setting that only shows this. So today we're going to show you how you can become Mr. Weber with all of your information visible to your neighbors. And that is going to help us tremendously, because if I needed to get in touch with Mr. Weber, I could now have his address. I could go knock on his door. I could send an email, or I could telephone or text him. So let's get started. And Val, anytime you want to chime in, feel free, because we are going to be operating as different people on different computers here. So this could become a little confusing. She's going to have to like cut me off if I start talking in too many tongues. So on the big Mac computer here, I will tell you this. We are on a Mac here. We are on an HP over here. I've got an Android. You guys all know this is my phone because it's got a cracked screen on it. It's an Android. Val's is an iPhone, and we're also on Val's iPad. Now, the unique thing here is that we are logged in as all different people on these devices. So if in your home right now, there are two of you, and one of you logs in on the computer, and then the other person sits down to log into the hub, but the spouse is logged in, if you don't want to log in as a different user, just get yourself set up on a different device if you've got it at home. And then you can use one device and your spouse can use the other. Because that way you're making sure you're getting all the communications from the clubs and from the first service folks at the desk and from anybody in lifestyle that needs it. Did I miss anything, Val?
Well, I have heard people tell me that they only have one person visible on the hub, one of the spouses. So what's happening is the email is going to one spouse and they're not telling the other one about it. So it is better to have both people.
That's right.
Both people.
That's right, people. Better to have both of you on it.
No excuses then.
So we're going to go into this. We're going to go into the Mac. And if you have a Mac or a Microsoft product, you're going to be able to log in the same way, whether it's a laptop or desktop that is Windows driven versus iOS. So when we go in here, I am logged in as Joseph Exotic. Sounds really cool, right? And we are going to see Mr. Exotic's profile by clicking on the resident directory. It's very easy to find people in here if you just know their name. Actually type in Exotic and we will find our profile that way. And we see him right here. And look, he has a lot in common, except for this cheesy picture. He has a lot in common with Mr. Weber because all we can see is Davenport, Florida. We don't see any other information. So how can we remedy that? Well, it's super easy, guys. All you have to do is go up here to your profile. And when you click on that little red arrow, you want to click profile. Do not make the mistake. I repeat, do not make the mistake of going into your directory listing. That's not going to be helpful. You want to go into your profile, and then you're going to choose Member Bio Settings. That's located right here. And there's a nice little blurb that says, click here to edit your member directory profile and define what is visible to other members. That's what we were talking about all those times we said, increase your visibility, make sure you're visible. I know it's like just doesn't sound like that would be a normal thing to say, and it's not. So we understand that people got confused. But when you go into this particular little block, you're going to see general information, and there's the word again, visibility. Right there, general info, visibility. And over here, you've got this real long explanation that they're just showing your name, your city and state. There's not going to be any contact information, which is, to me, the most important thing. I want to know how to get a hold of you people. So when you click on that little drop down box, just go up to the very, very top and hit show all information. Click on that. And then what you cannot forget to do is go down here and hit save, because right down here at the very bottom, if you don't hit save with that little check mark, guess what? It's not going to be saved, and you are going to continue to look like Mr. Weber over here. So you will get a confirmation, change is saved, and when we go back out and go into the resident directory, which is right down here, check it out. Mr. Exotic lives on Doofus Way in Vista Lago. So now we know how to get in touch with him. We have tried the exact same process on the iPad, and it works identically to the Mac and to the HP. So if you follow those steps on your iPad, you will make all of your information visible. The phone is a little bit different, and so we're going to show you on Val's iPhone. It will be the same as the Android phone. In the beginning, y'all might remember that it was tricky to do things on your phone. I believe that Club Express and our in-house gurus have made this a lot easier for us, and we should give them a shout out when we see them. Either that or we're just getting more familiar with it and it's a little easier and not as scary. But when you access the hub on your iPhone, you're going to see this screen after you've logged in. Val's all logged in here, but she has changed her profile so that we're no longer visible to everybody. In order to go back to being visible, you're going to click on this little head and shoulders down here that says your info, and all of your options are going to pop up. You can see this is Val's picture from back from the old portal. If you can still see a picture in there of yourself, it probably just carried over from the old portal if you have not yet updated your photo, and that's real easy to do. Once you get into your profile and start playing with it, you'll be able to easily figure out how to update your photo if you want to. But for now, we're just going to go make ourselves visible. So we click on profile, get into the member profile, and again, we're going to find the member bio settings. So we're in the member bio settings of Val's profile. And as you can see right here, it says general info. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit because visibility is what we're after. And we're going to tap on that little box, scroll all the way to the top where it says show all information. Click on that. And then I need you to scroll all the way down to the save button again. And so just for grins and giggles, if you did want to update your picture, you just hit this little pencil here in the top, and it'll take you back to your member bio settings where we just made ourselves visible. And that's where you can go in and you can select a new photo, delete your photo, do whatever you want to do with that. Okay, that's a different lesson though. So we do want to provide you with one more value added little option, and that is to get the icon for the Del Webb Orlando website on your homepage of your screen, of your phone. Like, that's really very convenient, so you don't have to type in delweborlando.com every time. And in order to do this, I'm going to have to go back to the homepage. And to do that, we're going to go to the menu bar at the bottom. I'm going to select home. Takes us back here. And then if you choose on your iPhone, this is going to be different on an Android. If you choose the little share button down here with the arrow on it and scroll up to see add to home screen right here, click on that little plus. And this guy right here, this little black icon with an orange circle, will be added to your iPhone. You're going to click add. And it's going to go out here to be the home screen for Del Webb Orlando. So to switch gears now, I'm going to show you how to do the icon for the home screen on an Android. So this will only take a couple seconds. Anybody familiar with using Google in Android is going to see the 3 dots at the top. You just click on that menu item and it will give you the option to add it to your home screen. It confirms that that's what you want to add and you hit add. And you will see Del Webb Orlando pop up right here on your home screen with the little Chrome button beside it. If all that wasn't enough information for you, I did want to draw to your attention that on the resident resources page of the hub, you just go out to your main menu, choose resident resources, come to this page. You're going to see a button here called New Residents. Start here, and you don't have to be a new resident to take advantage of this. Obviously, you just click on it, and there's going to be a lot of concentrated information. So if you haven't made yourself visible, then now's the time to do it. Get out there, get your information out to all of us who want to come to your house, send you an email, or call you on the phone. For Val Nasser behind the camera, this is Sharon Conti with another wrap.